Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, for the days, minutes, hours leading to the return of the one true Lord called Jesus Christ. And we know that for that return, it may be World War III. Now, you got certain things going on to where they're trying to do peace and safety talks, trying to bring peace and things like that. Until pertaining to Isaiah the second chapter, until the one who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, returns and places his people back in that land, there will be no peace. And we're seeing that with this article. Kremlin's new demands threaten to derail peace talks with Ukraine as Trump tries to seal Putin-Zelensky meeting. While President Trump and Ukrainian President work to set up a bilateral Russia-Ukraine summit, Moscow is making new demands that could cancel out the White House recent successes in seeking an end to the deadliest conflict in Europe since World War II. Moscow's latest foot-dragging includes demands for veto power over security guarantees the U.S. and Europe would provide Kyiv, and specific conditions for a summit between the Russian and Ukrainian leaders. Russian Foreign Affairs Minister Sergei Lavrov claimed Wednesday that Kremlin tyrant Vladimir Putin only agreed to thinking about raising the level of heads of delegations from previous talks in Istanbul if certain requirements are met. The talks would have to be honest, Lavrov said, adding that the one-on-one showdown between Putin and Zelensky would have to be a period at the end of talks and not make negotiations worse. The demands blunt the impact of two major wins Trump achieved in his back-to-back meetings with Putin in Alaska on Friday and with Zelensky and top European leaders at the White House on Monday. Right. So, these new different demands and things like that, these new demands, these new points, they can't come to an agreement. And the thing is, they never will. And even if they did come to an agreement, it's gonna spark back up again. The Heavenly Father is not with world peace as it is. Things are gonna continue to intensify, and even as they de-escalate, they're gonna intensify again. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right, so continue to stay wise, continue to stay circumspect, continue to watch, continue to pray, continue to peep these different things that are going on in this world, because you don't want to get caught as a thief in the night. Different brothers gotta take care of the different things that they got set up in this society. But certain people got jobs, family, kids, whatever have you. But you got to continue to make an effort to keep Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai in your mind, because, when these things crack off, a lot of these different things that you got set up in this society not gonna matter. You may not be by your car or your house. As you see it crack off. So yeah, man. The Heavenly Father is having his prophecies bloom. You see the Hurricane Aaron turning up. You see what's going on with DC and those truths. Those are the hot things that are going on right now. And just continue to watch, continue to pray, continue to be circumspect. Shalom.